We're off to get our stinging nettles. We have a big pile up by our compost heap, so that's where we're going. But in England, you can take them from anywhere that's public land as long as you then don't sell what you make with them. So this is what a stinging nettle looks like. And I just go for the fresher looking ones and then just chop the top right into the bowl. I don't bother wearing gloves. It's too clumsy and just another step before picking them. So I just use the scissors, hook them over the edge of the bowl, and then clip them in. Anytime I can get the kids involved, I am all about that. They're so much more interested in eating things if they've joined in the making, and she is not actually that bothered when she gets stings, so I let Rowie join in. You'll see I actually just picked one up there with my fingers. If you touch just the top and the bottom of the leaf without touching the edges, it won't sting you. Top tip. Okay, that is about what we're going to use. It's a big bowl. It's probably 4 or 5 cups of stinging nettles. We're going past our slightly neglected second garden. We made this spot this year to try and expand a little bit, but we didn't realize we don't have any water to get up there. There's no hose or a tap. So next year we'll probably just do corn and butternut squash, and they can get on with themselves, which are the 2 things that we are going to get from it this year. Okay, back to pesto. Okay, here we go. I am pulling out my Magimix, actually, my mum's Magimix I borrowed, but you can use pretty much any food processor or blender. And then you can see I'm putting the nettles in raw. I would only do this if you're going to eat it right away. Otherwise, I would blanch them first, which keeps the taste for longer. So this is how you're going to blanch them. Just pop them in a pan of salted boiling water, let them all wilt down, which will happen in about a minute. You might need to press them down with a spoon. That's what I'm going to do here so that they wilt nicely. There you go. Stir them up, get them covered in the water there. Now you can see they've reduced down in size because they're all wilted, and then we're just going to press them with the back of the spoon. You could put them through a sieve or a colander. I'm just going to press them with the back of the spoon. We'll save that water. I can give it to my plants or mix it into something, and then to get the last of the water out, which you don't have to do, I'm just going to press them in a tea towel. And then I will add that to the food processor. And then here's what we're going to add in. We've got some good quality salt. You can use a lemon, but apple cider vinegar is a pantry staple, so I tend to just reach for that. Then good quality olive oil, lots of that is going to go in. And now traditionally pine nuts are what's used, but they're very, very pricey. And so I tend to go for something that is organic and cheaper at the bulk food store. Cashews, or for nut-free pumpkin or sunflower seeds are great. Fresh garlic, obviously key. And then I like to splash in some water along with the olive oil, but you can do either way. And then here are our pumpkin seeds. We're just going to blend everything up. I'm adding it all in with the pumpkin seeds. We're just going to give it a good blend. You can really add it in any order. You can smell the garlic, taste it as you go along, make sure it's tasting good, add more salt, more lemon or apple cider vinegar to taste. If you have a less good blender, pop the seeds in first, grind them up, pull them out, and then put your nettles in. Okay, we've got our salt going in here, and then there's also nutritional yeast, lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, olive oil. I like to add water to thin mine down a bit, but that's optional. You really can make it just exactly how you like it. Start with the recipe on the blog and get creative. Okay, it's taste time. We do lots of tasting, especially when the kids are in the kitchen. Again, it just helps them feel involved and get excited about what we're making, which is what we want.
Need a spoon?
And it's time to cook that pasta. If you're not using the pesto right away, then again, firstly, make sure you blanch the nettles first, but then just put it in a glass jar, pop a top on it, put it in the fridge, and eat it within a few days. But if you are going to eat it right away, cook up that pasta, and then when it's ready, don't drain it completely or reserve the water in case you need to loosen the pesto so that you can get a nice creamy sauce. Then just toss the pesto through, and you are ready to go. Enjoy that good foraged free food nettle pesto pasta.